Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you've been watching my videos, thank you guys so much. And if hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you've been watching my videos, thank you guys so much. And if you're a new subscriber, thank you. For my OGs, thank you for sticking with me. God bless you all. All right, today I'm going to be making Nigerian meat pie. I've been making a lot of it these days, and I'm going to be making a medium batch, not a big batch, but I would say it's a large batch of meat pie. I have all my ingredients ready for you guys, but I'm not going to be talking. I'm only going to be doing voiceover, okay? So you can actually hear me. I want you guys to be focused on the meat pie I'm making. So I'm not going to be talking a lot. It's going to be voiceover. So if you want to see how I make my Nigerian meat pie, stay tuned. But don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share, especially if you have watched at this point. Okay? And watch to the end. Watch to the end, guys. All right. I'll see you in the video. All right. At this point, I'm showing you my ingredients. I'm going to be using 3 eggs. I'm using butter. I already diced my potatoes, onions, my albanero, or atarodo, my carrot, and I have my minced meat. I also have my sugar and my tiny salt in there. I also have my baking powder that helps bring everything together. And I have 6 cups of flour because I'm doing a large batch. And I also have my sunflower oil. So I'm going to start by making my fillings for the meat pie. Okay, so I put my onions first to give it that aromatic smell, just to give it that aroma. When you're making this filling, the smell fills up the whole atmosphere. It's very nice. The aroma is very nice. So the next thing I'm going to be putting is my habanero pepper. So I put them in with the onions. And the next thing, I put my minced meat. So I break them into pieces, make sure it's half done before I put my other stuff. So that's what you need to do. Break it up. Put your seasoning while you're breaking it up. Put your seasoning. That's my curry powder. I'm putting my onion, garlic powder, my crayfish. You don't have to put your crayfish. You can put just chicken seasoning or beef seasoning, whatever you have, you put it. But that was what I had at that time actually. So right now I'm adding the rest of the minced meat because I'm making a large batch of meat pie. So it's half done. And that's how you have to do it. You have to do it. Make sure it's half done before you put other things. So that's my onions. I don't really measure my onions. I just I gauge it in my eyes. I eyeball it. That's how they call it, right? So next, my potatoes goes in. My diced potatoes. They go in. As you can see, it looks big, but it's gonna break up while I'm cooking it. And I'm gonna right away put my carrots. These are vegetables, potato and carrots. So I just put them together. I'm not separating them whatsoever. There's no point. And the carrot is fresh carrots. It's not the one that's been cut up already. No, they're fresh. I had to wash it and dice it and all. So I'm covering it up for it to be done because it's potato. So right now, my dry ingredients, I'm adding my baking powder. I'm going to be putting 1 teaspoon of baking powder. You don't need a lot of baking powder in a meat pie. Just 1 teaspoon is good enough. I'm putting my sugar, 1 tablespoon of sugar, nothing more than that. You can put, less than 1 tablespoon, but 1 tablespoon is just right. 1 tablespoon of sugar, nothing more. Salt, 1 teaspoon of salt. I put too much, but as God will have it, it was good. It wasn't salty at all. It was just right. So I just put the rest back since none of them poured inside. And I'm using my fingers to just, stir them all together, the dry ingredients. Stir them all together just to marry them all together. And now I'm going in with my butter. Now, this particular part, put enough butter. Enough butter will make your meat pie moist. It will make it soft. It will make it very soft, good enough. So I'm putting okay, so I'm using imperial butter. I'm putting a pack and 2 more sticks. A pack contains, I think, 4 sticks, I believe, or 5 sticks. So I'm putting the whole of 5 sticks in there, and I'm adding 2 more, so everything all together is 7 sticks. That's how you can make your meat pie moist. That's why you don't eat meat pie all the time, because of the butter. It contains a lot of butter. Yeah. So I'm adding them, I'm breaking them up, as you can see, so it can be easy for me to mix up together and make a dough. You can use your hands to mix it all up to make a dough, or you can use your mixer. I just decided to use my hand because I'm used to using my hand, and I'm making a large batch. I don't want to be doing it in the mixer little by little. I don't have time, so that's why I'm doing it all together right now with my own hand. It's not easy, but I'm used to it already. So make sure you put enough butter. Unsalted butter preferably, but I like to use salted butter. But preferably unsalted. But salted butter is what I like to use. I went back to check the filling. I don't want it to be burnt, because if it's burnt, it tastes like that in the meat pie. I don't want that at all. So I keep checking while I'm doing the other one. Stirring it up together just to make sure it doesn't burn. I added my water. Remember, the filling has to be moist, not dry. When it's dry, you would not like the meat pie at all. The filling has to be moist. So you add water to it. It's okay to add water to it, because eventually we're going to be adding our 1 tablespoon of flour to make it extra moist. That's the way you do your filling. Your filling has to be moist, not dry. When it's dry, it's not good at all. So for the filling, I'm adding my salt right now. Some people add green peas and corn. I don't like to add those things at all, because it makes my meat pie get spoiled easily. So I only add. Now I'm adding my powder. Like I said, I'm using this 1 scoop, the scoop that I got with the flour container, and I'm mixing it. Can you just see how moist it is already? Yes, that's the way it should be. Very moist. But before you add your flour, the filling has to be done, totally done. The potatoes, the carrots, it has to be soft. So you don't, put something hard in the meat pie. So it's already done. I don't waste time on that. I open it up so it can be cool. It has to be cool before you add your filling into the dough. Okay, so I'm showing you up close and personal. So sorry I didn't show you how I did my dough. I already did that one, mixed it all up together, everything. I added my eggs, and now I'm coming here on my counter to actually make the dough better, because it's looking rough right now. It's not easy to be doing that, to be kneading the dough in the container. Is very difficult. So you have to use a flat surface, to knead your dough properly. So butter is in here, and egg. 1 egg is what I put in my, I only put 1 egg in my dough. I'm still going to use 1 more egg to glaze the meat pie. So you have to knead the dough at least for 10 minutes. Okay, so it can be soft until it's soft, to your liking, until it's all doughy. It has to be doughy. Now I'm adding butter just to bring them all together. Okay, so yeah, it looks good right now. It looks put together. I'm just, doing extra. Don't over knead. Don't ever over knead because it's going to make it too hard. So 10 minutes to 15 minutes is just okay. Right now, I'm going to be covering it up with plastic film or plastic wrap. And I'm going to be putting it in the fridge for at least 30 minutes to 45 minutes. You can leave it in the fridge for 1 hour. It has to have this, you have to make it easy to make your the meat pie covering. I don't know how they call it, but that's what I mean. So now I already coated my baking tray. I put flour on there because I'm getting ready to make my meat pie properly, like the whole thing. Okay, so that's my meat pie dough all put together. So right now I'm just kneading it a little bit now. Look at how drawy it is. It's so, this is, if your meat pie dough, okay, it's not pulling like this, you've done the wrong thing. It has to pull like that. And then you break it up into pieces so it can be easy for you to actually roll your dough and then put your filling and stuff. So I'm using my hand. You can use knife if you want, but I don't have that time. I just use my knife straight up. I just use my hand straight up. So I'm going to be working with this one. So right now, that's my rolling pin. Please use a proper rolling pin. This was what I had in the house. And I didn't have time to just go outside and be buying rolling pin. So if you don't have a rolling pin, you can do like me. Use a mason jar like this to just roll your dough. Okay, so once I do that, I'm going to cut it up in a round. I'm making big meat pie, not the tiny ones. So you make it in a round like that. And then, because it's still kind of bulky, I'm going to be using my makeshift rolling pin to just flatten it up some more so I can put my filling inside. So I'm right now putting my filling. I put enough filling for my meat pie because it's homemade. I'm not selling it. So I put enough filling inside so that when anybody in the family is eating it, they will, eat more of the meat inside, not just the dough. Okay, so I'm going to seal it up with my fork. I'm just going to press it down and it's going to give me that unique shape. Yes, like that. So you can use what's it called, dumpling set, which I had it before. I don't know where I put it. But when I get it, I'll show you guys and I will do meat pie with the dumpling set together. So I'm putting holes in the front of it, as you can see, just to give it some hair so it can be done all the way inside. Okay, I'm gonna be showing you 2 more times, I think, how I do this again. So use your makeshift rolling pin, or if you have a rolling pin, use your rolling pin by all means. So remember, this meat pie making is for beginners. That's why I'm using all these things. Okay, I'm going to be doing another one very soon with all the gadgets that I usually use before. Alright, so I'm putting my filling again. If you have enough butter in your dough, when you pull, like I'm going to be pulling right now, when you pull it, it's supposed to pull and be elastic enough. Not when you pull it and it breaks. If it breaks, then your butter is not enough. You're supposed to be able to pull your dough. So that's the second one. Seal it up, because if you don't seal it up when it's baking, it's going to open up and all the meat and everything is going to come out. So you have to seal it up. Okay, I love the way it's soft already, even before baking. Okay, I'm going to be adding more flour on my surface so that the dough does not stick to the surface. I'm doing it one more time. I sped up the this part because of time. The same thing is what I did. Okay. And I kept on doing it. I kept on going and going. Yeah, same thing. Roll it, flatten it up, put some of this stuff in, and then yeah, seal it up. So right now I already made all my meat pie. All the filling, everything is already fixed and done. Look at that. It's a lot that I have. So I use like 3 pans, 3 trays, baking trays or baking pans. Yeah. So I made it big. Right now I'm going to be glazing with my egg. Okay. Make sure you beat the egg before you start glazing, so you have to beat it up. And then I'm glazing it over so that by the time my meat pie comes out, it's going to be looking shiny and cute, beautiful, and attractive. That's the word, attractive. Okay, so it does not look dry. Right now, I put them in the oven, and voila, that's my meat pie. The best meat pie ever, the yummiest meat pie, the moist meat pie. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have learned 1 or 2 things. Please, when you're watching this video, make sure you do your meat pie alongside my video. Okay, that's how you are able to get it, and you can write the recipe down. I'm going to be putting all the ingredients, everything that I use, in the description below, so make sure you check it out and then get all your stuff together. Okay. Alright guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, God bless you. I'll see you next time. Bye.